it's Natalie here from Natalie Style. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Maison Margiela collection from H&M. So when this collection was announced about 6 months ago, I was so excited. I was a big fan of the avant-garde brand, their draping, their wool pieces. I was really excited to see what they're going to bring. And I have to say, I'm very disappointed by the collection. I still went on the opening day to pick up a few pieces, and I'm going to be going through them. So the first thing I saw, these are their bags, by the way. You can see they're very simple. They have the numbers out and just white on white. It's very sleek. I really like the bags. I think it's a nice departure from previous collections. And that motif is also carried on the boxes. And I got the booties with the clear acrylic heel. And it comes with a dust bag. Again, with the white on white, the numbers are here. You can't really see. The camera won't pick it up. They're wrapped kind of lazily like this. I find there wasn't too much luxury with this collection. It was just kind of like there. So here are the boots. They are a work of art. I'm not going to lie, they're beautiful. They are inspired by a reissue from a few seasons ago. It's one of their classic pieces. I love the acrylic heel. It's about 3.5, 4 inches high. They're pretty high when I wear them, and they have a pointed toe. The leather's very soft. It's a little bit mottled. It has that nice look that I'm sure you could take care of with like shoe polish, and they'd probably be nice as you wear them. What really disappointed me though is the bottoms. If you can see the riser, the lifts, it's very thin, and I feel like I would probably wear these twice and I would have to replace it. And I couldn't imagine finding a cobbler who could take care of these for me. So these are definitely indoor shoes. And they're not comfortable. I will tell you that much. I was just wearing them around the house just to see how they feel, and they are very uncomfortable. They squish you at the toe, they push you forward. I bought a size 9. I'm usually an 8.5 or an 8, so I bought a size up because they are booties, because I find I usually wear a size up with booties. That's a good tip to remember too if you're ordering. And I still find that they squish my toe, and I have very narrow feet. So if you have a wider foot and you need a lot of arch support, these are not good shoes for you. Yeah, so another part of the collection that I really loved were the sparkly leggings. They were one of the first pieces to be promoted, and they're very sparkly, they're very fun. All the collection comes in these dust bags, so if you buy any clothing, even if they're just, you know, the cheap $50 leggings, these were $50 by the way. They have a zipper, which is nice because it helps you get over your heel if you have big heels like me. And it helps keep the line very thin at the bottom. What I don't like is this at the back. The camera won't pick it up, but there's a big label, which is the same branding for all this stuff with the numbers and everything. It's this huge label here that is not ironed on or something else. It's sewn right through, so you can see it on the back. And it's just something that I wish they would have taken care of. And I tried them on. When I got home, I got a size 6. I bought a size up just in case. I find sometimes special collections fit a little bit tighter, so I bought a size up just to make sure. And they fit pretty big, so they do run true to size, so that's something to consider. But I tried them on, and already the little chiclets of the silver are starting to flake at the edges. So these are definitely a gentle care item, and to be honest, I think I'm going to return them because I'm not a fan of them so far. They're really fun, but I mean, you can get something very similar at American Apparel, something that wasn't made in China. That's something to consider as well. I think for quality's sake, they are lined as well, but they're just very thin. You can see the lining here. The lining is just very, very thin polyester fabric, and I don't think these would last too long. I think you would probably get maybe 2 wears out of them, but definitely not worth the $50 price tag when you consider how common, you know, sparkly leggings are at someplace like Forever 21 or H&M's regular line, or even just American Apparel is probably your best bet if you're looking for something like that. So the second clothing item I bought, and this was so fun. When I saw this, I'm like, oh my god, I love this because I love bodysuits. I got this nude bodysuit with the black bra. I bought it in a size 4, so again, I did buy a size up because I usually wear a size 2 up top, and it does not fit. Definitely have to take this back. I don't even think I'm going to buy another because it really is a weird thing on. I find it sits this part, the bra sit part, sits very high up. It's just very awkward fit, and the color doesn't really go with my skin tone either, so it's just kind of a disappointment all around. It's very high cut at the top too. It's a very mod piece, and I mean, if you can pull it off, all the power to you, but this is definitely not for the common person, and I'm someone who likes to take fashion risks, and I'm just not a fan. So it's pretty good quality. It's all the edges are done pretty nicely. They took good care. What I also don't like is that it snaps at the bottom, but to be honest, without the snaps, there is no other way to get into this thing. It's unbelievable. It's like a total straitjacket. It's so constrictive. It's just, I couldn't imagine being comfortable in this if you would wear this like to a dinner, like going out. There's absolutely no way. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to be returning it as well. I do really love the dust bags though, I have to say. The special collections always come with really, well, the zipper's stuck right now. Figure that. Go. They come with really nice dust bags usually, but you can see the branding on the back, the numbers, Maison, Margiela, Paris. It's very nice. I kind of made a joke when I bought it with my classmates that it kind of looks like a body bag. It's kind of funny. So overall, I was super disappointed with this collection, and from the few things I bought, I think I'm going to be returning absolutely everything I bought. Just bringing it home and having the time to try it on, because as you know, when you go to shop a special collection at H&M, you usually only have 5 to 10 minutes to shop the collection, so it's just kind of a case of just grabbing whatever you liked, bringing it home, hopefully it fits, you know, otherwise you have to start exchanging, right? So I got there at about 9 a.m. I had no intentions to shop there. I just got out of the subway and I didn't see a lineup, so I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I go upstairs and there was absolutely no lineup. I got there about 9:10, like, oh, do you want a wristband? I'm like, okay, sure, thinking I'd come back at like 11:30. And I look at my wristband, it said 9:10. So I'm like, okay, so I have to wait, what, like 5 minutes? So I went shopping, I got almost everything I wanted, like that was my whole wish list. The only thing I did not manage to snag were the silver candy clutches. Those were so cute, but they were gone out in the first rotation, so what can you do? My biggest disappointment were the boots. Usually I do a lot more research with the special collections, and the boots were a big disappointment because of the price. While I love the boots, I think they're a work of art, they're definitely eye-catching and so different. What I really don't like is the price. These are $350 in Canada. I think in the States they might be a little bit less, but they're still around the $300 range. What really disappointed me were the boots. In Canada, they're $350, and even though they are a work of art and definitely a statement piece, for the high maintenance of these boots, there's no way I could keep them for $350 because I know I'd be spending at least, you know, $50 every other time I wear them just to fix the heel and just keep them in good shape. So I think if you're a big fan, they're worth getting. But I have a feeling a lot of people will be returning these, and just like the Anna Della Russo collection now, a lot of them might be on sale for 50% off very soon. The things that I saw flying off the shelves were, of course, the candy clutches and the high-top sneakers. The high-top sneakers were a great price. They were all leather for only 150 bucks. I thought that was a good deal, and I'm kind of kicking myself now that I didn't get them, but I had my eye on the prize for these boots, and when I saw the price tag, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe these are so expensive. Now that I have them in my hands, I do love them, but looking at how high maintenance they are on the bottom, there's no way I could keep these. But they are still beautiful and admirable. So overall, in general, I would give this collection a C. I feel like this collection is just nothing compared to the Marni collection or the amazing Versace collection last year. I find that all the accessory pieces were very hard to wear. The only thing that I would suggest, if you have the budget and you see it in the store, there is a tan tote, and I think it's about $179 in Canada. It is beautiful. It's made in Bulgaria. The leather is so thick, so supple. I think I might be picking that up depending once I return this stuff and see what I think about it. Besides that, I find the collections just very overpriced for stuff that's hard to wear and very high maintenance. So unless you're a huge fan of the designs themselves, I think it's a good sell. I think the biggest disappointment for H&M was the fact that there wasn't too much buzz about it. There was so much press leading up to it and so many innovative ad campaigns with the GIFs and all the animated still images, and I thought that was really cool how they promoted it. But I think that in the end the collection itself kind of was misguided, and it didn't really have like a cohesive collection just like the Marni collection did, or the Versace cruise and the Versace collection last year that we saw lineups for hours. I remember lining up at like 5 a.m. for that collection just to get some silk dresses and stuff, and this collection is just such a disappointment. I think overall this collection was just a little bit too avant-garde for the public, and it's also not a household name. Not too many people know about Maison, Margiela except for their really hardcore dedicated fans, so if you are one of those, you should definitely check it out because some of the pieces are phenomenal. A lot of them are in fact reissues of pieces that were in the collections a few seasons ago, 10 seasons ago. They're just reissues, and I really like that approach, but my problem with that is that I wish they kind of had a cohesive collection more, and I feel like there was some inspiration that was very modern, very avant-garde, and there were some that were more boho inspired, and it kind of didn't come together that much. I also think that the men's collection was a million times stronger. The wool suits, the wool coats were just so beautifully done, and the tailoring was exquisite, and the prices were great. I just found the women collection really lacked in that department. They were just all too avant-garde, and I think it was really for the hardcore fans on the women's side of things. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review. You can check out more photos of the collection on my blog, natalieask.com.